everyone, welcome to BNB Chain Catalyst Award winner live stream today, because we also not only will be showed on Twitter X, we also are live streaming on Binance live stream. So feel free to turn on your camera and say hi to our audience. Long time no see. And let me share more info. So today, the theme is Meet Our Ecosystem Catalyst Award winners. So everybody here, Cellula, KiloEx, Particle, Revox, and Seraph are our Catalyst winners. So first, would you like to briefly introduce your project? Let's start from Revox.
Sure. And hi, everyone. This is Ilya from Revox. And thank you, BNB Chain, for hosting this AMA. So let me start by making a brief introduction about Revox. Revox is a modular AI network building the application layer for AI on Web3. Revox's flagship super app, Web3 GPT Lens, ReadOn app, ShareOn app, all our apps have already over 21 million users around the world. We just released the Smart Wallet, an AI-powered all-in-one gateway to the DeFi world, and the Revox Studio, an AI agent editor for developers to build AI products with us. So thank you for having us here today.
Thank you. How about you, Carlos, from Particle Network?
Right, yeah. I'll be brief. And thank you again for having us. So Particle Network is tackling the issue of Web3's fragmentation. And we believe Web3 has already solved all of its scalability problem, but that has created a bigger problem when it comes to how these chains communicate with one another and the user experience that the end user ends up facing because of this. So through our main product, Universal Accounts, which we're rolling out on mainnet pretty soon and is already live on testnet, we are trying to give users the experience of having a single account, a single balance, and a single address for every single chain. And of course, we have our own layer one and the rest of the Particle Network infrastructure that facilitates all of these under the hood.
Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. How about KiloEx, Joey?
Yeah, sorry, I just got muted. Yeah, thank you for the invitations. I'm Joey, CEO and co-founder of the KiloEx. KiloEx is a perpetual DEX, and we goes live on the BNB, OPBNB, Manta, and some other chains. And right now we are the biggest perpetual DEX on OPBNB and Manta. And really glad to be here to share some insights about how we ring the Catalyst reward and how we think about we can build a BNB chains ecosystem to different levels. Really glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Joey. Good to have you. Ethan from Cellula.
Okay, hello. This is Ethan from Cellula. Thanks for having us. Cellula is a programmable incentive layer backed by Binance Labs and OKX. We currently have more than 200 UAWs and more than 700K NFT miners minted, and the total revenue of more than 4,000 BNB. At the core of Cellula innovation is a visual POW, that means PO proof of work consensus machinations, which combine the principle from Conway game of life and the VRGDA algorithm in the game theory. Cellula is a BPOW game, empowers B-life entity with Unicode hash rate, embedding them to engage in a gamified mining process that generate dynamic incentive. So you can imagine that we are a visual mining game. User can start mining by purchasing a visual mining machine called BeLife, and charging the BeLife and you don't need to buy a physical mining machine. You can start to mining. So we call BPOW magicians. So we hope the user can via the gamification to bring more new asset to for users. Yeah, this is a quick introduction for Cellula. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Cellula. It's good to have you. How about JT from Seraph?
Hi, how are you, everyone? So very glad to be here today. So Seraph is an ARPG game developed by the Seraph Studio, which was incubated by the Octosoft. So Octos is a Korea gaming giant listed on Cossack and owns the IP of the Legion of the Mir, which is very famous Web2 game more than 20 years. So for Seraph, we actually has already done full event for testing, and for the last pre-season test, we have more than 60,000 testers, and we generated 3 million income from the gaming test. So as the dungeon game, players are subject to character building and dungeon runs, wherein you decide the skill and the equipment of your character. We have four. We have now have 4 different characters, including like a barbarian, sorceress, also necromancer, and Valkyrie. We can defeat monsters within the world of Seraph. So actually, our gaming already has very close to the completed development stage. So every free to play gamer, they have more than 20 hours experience to get their level up to reach level 16. We have revolving around looting mechanics. Users are able to gain NFTs by defeating different monsters and bosses. There are also leaderboard rewards for the competitive players and also gold farming for the farmers. We will also expanding like the multiplayer teaming PvP leaderboard in the future. It will allow us to enhance the playability and the sociability for that. Thank you for that. Welcome to have a try of our game.
JT already answered a lot of questions that I'm gonna ask. This is interesting. Actually, I've seen a lot of comments. People are saying hi to Joey from KiloEx and Cellula Particle Network as well, and Revox. Good to see your community here. And next question. So the Ecosystem Catalyst Award highlights significant contributions to the BNB chain community. Can you describe how your project has positively impacted the ecosystem? Let's start from Ethan.
Okay. I think we are currently the leading fully on-chain game on BNB because we have over than 200,000 activity wallets participating in our mining game. So this success highlight our achievement in bringing the POW mining magician to BNB chain. Users are willing to pay to charge and start to mining, accumulate more points and waiting for airdrops. So such a BPOW magician is the key to user to be active. To user can have a very clear goal to interact with BNB chain, and every user's effort will be rewarded by tokens, right, by airdrops. So this is in line with our purpose of incentive our users. That's what I think it has a positive impact to the ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. How about Carlos, Particle Network?
All right, yeah. So a couple points to touch in there. So our first product was wallet abstraction, which we created to integrate both social logins for decentralized applications, so users didn't need to have a crypto wallet and store seed phrases in order to use them. That's to incentivize their growth. And that product also included account abstraction. So BNB Chain was actually one of the first chains where we deployed our account abstraction stack, and one where we had a lot of success with users interacting with it. So I would say we've very successfully brought this paradigm of social wallets and the kind of abstraction to BNB chain. And well, furthermore, with our upcoming chain abstraction stack, we're really looking forward to interconnecting BNB chain to all other chains so users can seamlessly move across them, which should be the goal to make every single application better.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making the wallet and the whole ecosystem better. Yeah. And how about Joey from KiloEx?
Yeah, so since right now, so I think there are several things we can brought to the BNB chains community and the ecosystem, especially on the OP BNB. So the first thing, we can increase the liquidities and the trading volumes on the OP BNB, because we can enhancing its overall like appeal to the traders and all the liquid providers. And right now, our TVLs on OP BNB is around 17 million, and we just released some um, like APY hosting plan for all the users on the OPNB at this moment. And also, we are doing some like multi-chain trading contest with all the users from all the different chains. So in this way, we can potentially attract new users from other chains, including from Manta, Tyco, or Bitcoin users to come to the OPBNB or BNB chain to start to know like how fast and how cheap on the trading on the BNB chain. And also, I think the most important part is uh, since we are using a peer-to-peer models, that means like we can easily list some like hot tokens on the market, and we already share these opportunities to our communities. So people will make their votes like every week to choose which token they prefer to be listed on KiloEx, and we will list them at the end of the week. So in this way, we can follow the market trend and list the hottest tokens on the market for user to make the trade on the KiloEx. So for KiloEx, we provide the services for not only for just the traders, but also for the liquid providers. So for the liquid providers, since right now there is no launch pool available at this moment, so people they have the BNB or FUSD, but there is no place for them to go. They can make the deposit on the like our like OPBNB vault to earn passive income. So right now, I think it's around like 15 to 70% annual returns. So I think that is a great return for all these BNB and FDUSD holders. So yeah, I think we believe for KiloEx, we can meet the gap between the central exchange users and the decentralized exchange user experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Joey, for thank you, KiloEx, for bringing the trading volume and the users. And how about Seraph?
Okay. So, as an example, our Feather NFT asset is within the OPBNB network. In the depth bay of BNB chain, it showed that not only did we get 525,000 users and 842,000 transactions, we also got a total of 12 million transactions on chain and reached nearly a million holders on OPBNB chain. We were able to achieve this in a short time, not only because the supporter of our players and the community, but also the support of the BNB chain infrastructure. We actually bring a lot of new game users into Web3. A lot of them, they even didn't know at all about the blockchain, but the Seraph is the first game to make them to create the wallet and connect with the BNB chain. So that's what we did.
Thank you. And all the projects here, feel free to share this AMA on live stream with your community. I've already seen a lot of your community members saying hi to us. Looking forward to see more community members and interact with us. How about Revox? Ilya?
Yeah. So, as a pioneering developer on the BNB chain, our team has also won the top 3 at one of the BNB social hackathons, right? This recognition underscores our commitment to innovation on BNB ecosystem. A few months before our launch, the Web3 GPT was released also on OPBNB, and at its peak, we have 2 million daily active users, and it dominates as the top DApp on OPBNB, propelling OPBNB to its all-time high and accounting for 40% of its TXN. Our recent product, the Smart Wallet, connecting PancakeSwap and other DeFi infra on BNB ecosystem, will play a significant role in the DeFi space. It will help users to have a better experience with DeFi on BNB chain.
Thank you, Ilya. As our community saying, "Revox to the moon," at our commonplace. And next question is, how has BNB Chain contributed to your project's growth, innovation, and success? So, who would like to start? Carlos?
Sure, yeah, I can start. Well, first of all, obviously the BNB Chain user base is amazing. It's always we're always glad to see such an active community that are willing to try out new things. And every dApp that we've integrated on the BNB Chain ecosystem, their users are always really glad to provide feedback and join our community campaigns. So they've been an integral part of this growth. Furthermore, obviously the BNB Chain team has also been fantastic in helping us find ways to promote these tools and to showcase all the capabilities that we're bringing to the chain. So really all over, it's always a pleasure for us to interact with the BNB Chain ecosystem.
Thank you. We'd love to have the collaboration with our good ecosystem project as well and to help you with growth. How about Ethan from Cellula?
Yeah, as Carol mentioned, BNB Chain's user base is really amazing, and we really appreciate BNB always support us, invite us to join every important event, campaigns, give a lot of support for us, for Cellula. I really thank you for BNB Chain, and I think BNB Chain also have very great infrastructure for users, and which is supported by Binance Exchange, right? So the cost of acquiring users is really great on BNB Chain, especially for game project. It's much lower acquiring cost for acquiring new users. So we believe it's the most critical point. Yeah, BNB help us. And the BNB has low gas fee and high TPS. It's also bring a lot of advantage for especially for fully on-chain gain. So it makes it's way easier for user to experience fully on-chain gain. So yeah, that's why I think BNB Chain really help fully on-chain gain, helps Cellula a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you. OPBNB lately has become a hub for games, especially for on-chain games, and we're really fast. And we have a low gas fee. So yeah, how about Seraph, another game?
I think the other guests say it very clearly. But for us, because the major issue is BNB chain is so cheap and so fast, these are two the important factors for gaming project as well. When choosing a network and why, that's why this benefits alongside with the huge user base of the network are some of the key issues we're trying to get ways by utilizing the BNB trans infrastructure. And I think the good thing is because of the user because BNB chain is very easy to use, so we don't spend too much time and energy doing the education for the users to create the wallets. So that will be very a great thing. Yeah. Thank you.
KiloEx, Joey?
Yeah, so actually, so this is kind of a story I want to share with everyone here. So we goes live on the BNB chain on the I think in the June last year, and the first time we heard about the OPBNB will be live, and we are the first one. I think the first one perpetual to apply to be live on OPBNB, because for the trading part, I think the lowest trading fees and the fast like block time is really important for the traders, and after we goes live on the OPBNB in the late of October's, and we join the airdrop marathon with the BNB chain. So we are not the first one to join it. I think we are the second or third wave. And if you check the status on our platform, our user bases start to to kind of ride on the rocket since we have the airdrop marathon with BNB chains ecosystem. So after this one, we joined the New Year celebrations with BNB chain. We also joined the airdrop alliance during April, and also we continue to join the different campaigns with BNB chain, which brought us a lot of users. So right now we have around 300,000 of traders on our platform, and the total is around 600, including traders and the liquid providers. So I think the big communities about BNB chain really give us big opportunities to show our like how we can optimize our product, and to encourage us to bring the best trading experience for all the BNB chain users. So yeah, we're really thankful to be one live with BNB chain, and I think this partnership is really important for us.
Thank you, Joey from KiloEx, and thank you for sharing the story. How about Ilya from Revox? Anything you'd like to share?
Yes, I firmly believe that there are compelling reasons to build AID apps on the BNB chain. The first thing, the nature of transactions in social and AI applications fundamentally differs from those in DeFi, right? They are typically non-financial transactions. This distinction makes the BNB chain's high transaction throughput and low transaction fees especially advantageous for these applications, ensuring scalability and cost effectiveness. Of course, it's
Thank you, Ilya, for sharing with us. And it comes to our next question. So, what's next for your project within the BNB chain ecosystem? Who would like to start? Ethan?
Well, I'm always the first.
But you have your camera on, so is Carlos.
No problem.
Because
no
we can see you.
No problem. Yeah. Now we are working on a hackathon for creating a high-level mining machine, our BeLife NFT mining machine. So it's called 4x4 Journey Type BeLife Hackathon, and this event also supported by BNB, and we hope in next few weeks more developers can work with Cellula to develop more mining machines that requires a chance to earn more tokens. So we will actively work closely with developers on BNB chain and look forward to creating a great model for visual mining games on BNB chain. So yeah, it is really happy who can get support by BNB, and yes, this is our currently collaboration with BNB. Yeah.
Thank you. It sounds interesting. Looking forward. Carlos.
Okay, yeah. So as we roll out the mainnet version of our universal accounts, the idea is that, of course, users will be able to have a borderless experience across all of Web3. But it's not only that what I perceive to be the main benefit, it's also a big benefit. It will be a big benefit for developers, because developers building in the BNB chain ecosystem will be able to have users from other chains also access their dApps without the need to breach, without the need to have separate accounts, multiple seed phrases, all of that stuff that really makes Web3 very hard to use. Will be removed from that user experience. So we really hope that our projects that we're very closely collaborating with within the BNB chain ecosystem take advantage of this opportunity from the very start, so that they can take in all kinds of users, and also make it easier for non-native Web3 users to jump and use their dApps. And that's especially great, of course, for tools like gaming, where, as JT mentioned, you do not necessarily just want users that are from Web3. You want to have users that are just gamers. So we're hoping to facilitate that experience and make the connectivity a lot better across all the chains.
Thank you. Joey?
Yeah, so I think right now, someone maybe already know that. So there is a TVL incentive program going on right now with BNB Chain, and it's have two parts actually. So the first part will be the I think right now, since BNB Chain is really concentrated on the staking and restaking part, so there is a BNB incremental TVL incentive for different protocols to increase their BNB staking in their protocols. And there is another part for the like a stablecoin part, like including USDT, FUSD, and other stable coins on the BNB chain. So right now, KiloEx will be one of them, and we provide a super deposit festivals for all the users to make the deposit. So we give about 1 million kilos to the users who make the deposit during this festival. So this is the first time we provide Kilo directly to the users, and it's much easier than we used to do with Binance Web3 Wallet, because during the Binance Web3 Wallet campaign, you need to make the trade and doing the deposit together. And but for this campaign, is kind of there is no requirement for the KYC. There is no requirement for the like different wallets. As long as you make the deposit, you will be qualified for airdrop. So I think that is kind of the easiest way to get a Kilo's airdrop during this campaign. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, indeed, we have trading volume campaign, TVL campaign. We have a gas list campaign. So we have our projects joining this campaign, and then they will give the benefits to our users. Just to shout out our campaigns that we have for the community and the projects. And Revox, how about you?
Sure. So Revox is an AI Web3 developer ecosystem with decentralized AI inference, transaction submission agents, and developer AI studios for agent customization. With Lens, Smart Wallet, Deep Prompt, the final missing piece for us is the Revox Studio, and I think it will be the Revox Studio. It will be a hub to access all the features that Revox provides for developers. The idea of Revox Studio is an AI plus plugin framework. We leverage AI agents that are capable of understanding and interacting with smart contracts based on predefined specifications and user intents. These agents are trained to recognize patterns and execute sequences of smart contract calls, dynamically adapting to different scenarios without the need for extensive manual coding. It will make developers' life easier by creating a standardized framework for smart contract interaction. Our AI agents can efficiently navigate the decentralized ecosystem, making decisions and linking contracts in a streamlined manner. So this will be our next step, the Revox.
Thank you. And Seraph.
Yeah, we look forward to have more users of what BNB chain infrastructure has to offer. For right now, with the Feather NFTs as a BEP 1155 token, there are several thousands of transfers, purchase, sellings, and minting happening all at once for every day. So they are being processed in such a fast space and in a small fee. We are planning in the future to have more in-game NFTs or tokens of Seraph will be under the BM chain as well. Since like I mentioned before, cheapness and fastness of the network are some of the important things for us to consider when building a game that would be able to onboard more users and easily. It's very it's very interesting because last week when we in Korea we're holding the event for the KPW. We have set an event. The waiter of the event actually he's playing our game Seraph, but he's actually just Web2 players. But he is discussing with his friends about how to farming and play to earn within our ecosystem. I think the incentive will be very high to make them to learn how to create his wallet, how to connect BNB, and how to get the Feather NFTs for the future benefits. So that will be our best motivation to do because I can see that more users and Web2 players are coming in. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, JT. So it seems like users can also earn when playing Seraph, right?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So we have a very good system bridging the free to play and pay to play system. So they can converting very easily from our gaming system. Yeah.
And you also mentioned that you have already generated 3 million revenue, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's also from some is from on chain and some is from the in-game purchase. Yeah.
How can you how did you generate the income? May I know?
So the first thing which is very important is marketplace transaction fee. The people they have the asset they selling on the marketplace, so our platform will have some trading fee for that. So another very important issue is, for example, some Web2 player they can have very low choices to have NFT asset to play in the game. But for example, if the NFT asset he can sell on in the marketplace, for example, for $300 or $500, he need to activate the marketplace by paying $50 first. So that's another income. And from this process, this Web2 player will definitely become a Web3 players with a wallet. So that's a very natural way to bridge the users for us. So that also generated income for us.
Our last question. So, for developers considering building on BNB chain, what advice would you give them to maximize their chances of success and recognition as you've achieved? Carlos?
Well, yeah, this will be a little bit of a self-promotional one, but I would say that definitely look into all the features that we're rolling out for BNB Chain, the universal account, the existing kind of abstraction stack. Definitely, a new panorama is going to open up for developers as they are able to onboard users from every other chain. So, yeah, take advantage of that and take advantage of existing tools like account abstraction, social wallets, to try and make your dApps friendlier. We desperately need, as an ecosystem, players that are willing to do the hard work of onboarding users that are not familiar with Web3 and that are able to integrate the onboarding flow into a very natural process where users can experience Web3 products before dealing with all the difficult stuff, like acquiring crypto assets, spending them, dealing with with seed phrases and so on. So definitely take a look into that, and of course take advantage of the BNB chain ecosystem team that's always doing fantastic work to promote all the projects that collaborate with you. So also a bit of a commercial for you.
Thank you, Particle, for lower the threshold of users using wallet from especially new users to Web3. And Ethan, sorry I caught you first.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think BNB chain is a really good place to test whether your product, if your product find a product market fit, because it's have very great user base, a large user base, and the user have very enough experience for Web3 products. So it's really, you can, for developers, you can really try and error on BNB chain and try to find out what's product, what's function is the product market fit. So yes, so this, I think I will recommend developers can build any apps on BNB chain. And besides, if we want to create a new asset, I believe there is really enough liquidity on BNB chain is to increase your token or NFT more value, right? So I think no need to hesitate. BNB is the best choice for developers. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. And Joey from KiloEx, how do you think if there's the developers considering building on us, what advice you want to give them to maximize their chances of success and recognition as you've achieved KiloEx?
Okay, yeah. So other than other projects, so I think like ReadOn, we just have a successful campaign with them, actually. So and Cellula, we are also doing a campaign with Cellula as well. So they are really successful on the BNB chain because as a like a no matter like from like a social part or from the game part, I think BNB chain is really attractive for especially for these users. And as suggest for the DeFi projects, especially for the like DeFi developers, they should must consider about OPBNB and the Greenfield, because OPBNB and the Greenfield. So for the OPBNB side, they are really fast, and then the trading fees, especially for the trading gas fee, is much cheaper than the BNB chain. So for user to close a trade on the BNB chain is about $0.5, but on OPBNB is almost zero. So I think that is really important for, especially for the DeFi projects. I think the gas cost and the like block speed is really important for them. So if they really want to build some like DeFi projects, I think they need to consider about the layer 2 of the BSC, which is OPBNB. And the other good part about OPBNB is so no matter the gas or the stable coins, including USDT, FDUSD, and BNB, all supported. You can withdraw directly from BNB chain from Binance account. So that is very easier for the how to say like mass adoptions to make all the Binance users to use your app on OPBNB. And so I think that is advice from our side to all the DeFi developers.
Thank you, Joey from KiloEx, as a strong DeFi developer here in our ecosystem. How about Ilya from Revox?
Sure. So, as others already mentioned, I feel it's very, very important to note that users are the most important investors of our projects. We are always building technology that will enhance their experience on blockchain, from Lens to perform asset analysis, to the smart wallet now, to perform any swaps and bridging and have an innovative DeFi experience. And we listen to all the feedback our community has and learn from them. And I think it will help us to build the best product in the long run. So this is also my advice to others.
Thank you, Ilya. And I think JT, you want to add anything?
Yeah, actually, I agree with Ilya for the first point. We need the new project. You need to build products with real users in mind. In the current Web3 landscape, we are not lacking with big narrative, attractive stories. But what is truly important are applications that users can actively engage uh, within and benefit from that. To stand out, you must create the products that solve real problems and provide tangible value of the user. And for this way, to ensure your application is user friendly and the addresses actually are needed rather than just riding the wave of hype. This not only attracts the dedicates user space, but also make your position within the ecosystem as a developer who creates meaningful of the impact. And then another very important point is to integrating with the BNB chain's value and the user experience. It's very important to connect your application with the BNB chain in the way that can highlight the unique benefits of the network. Um, for example, you need to show them the tangible advantages of the operating on BNB's chain, including like the speed, low transaction fees, and the securities. From this point, encourage them to engage with the on-chain activities through the application. So, to summary, the 2 points are very important. First of all, you need to have real users. The second is you need to tell your users to use your application on chain, especially within the BNB chain. That's two very important issue for the new projects. Thank you.
Yeah, I really agree with the point that you mentioned. You need to solve real problems, right? And to have real yield, right? May I know, like, what's the real problem do you think you're solving?
I think compared to the most of the Web3 games, we integrating the real user case about the on-chain asset. That's a very important issue. So, for the game project, our NFT plays very essential role within the ecosystem. So they will change the way the rewards of the players. So definitely people can have the good experience of the free to play. But if they have the NFT and they will get much more better experience and the rewards within the ecosystem. So that will that will be very meaningful for the on-chain asset for us. So and that we can lead the Web2 players converting into the Web3. I think that's a major issue we want to uh, tackle with, and we are still doing this. Yeah.
Play to earn, I guess. And are the real yield coming from? No.
Sorry, I asked me. Can you repeat?
Yeah. Where are the real yield coming from that you mentioned?
The real yield. Do you mean the income of the system?
Oh, because you mentioned the real yield for the user is important, and I actually agree with it. I just wonder how did you generate the real yield? Where does it come from?
So that will we come to a little bit details about gaming. We can see the the free gaming players, they still have choices to loot the high value equipment within the gaming, within the farming and the dungeons. But you need some special power like the in game we see it as cost energy to get the NFT equipment for high chances. So maybe you will have a very little chances to have a not that good NFT equipment, but you can use some like the in-game asset to rebuild to wash this into the better attributes. So this will also generate a lot of the income from the game. But if this asset has very good attributes, it can be sold within the market in a very good price. So that's a important system for us.
I
So
got
yeah.
Yes,
So
you about the assets and the price of the asset. Thank you. And
yes.
any other things, KiloEx, Cellula, and Revox you'd like to add on since I'm wrapping up this AMA?
Yeah. So since you just mentioned about the real yield, we can also talk about this part. So I think right now there is a lot of point system, airdrop system, especially for some like a risk taking program. So he will ask you to deposit your Ethereum, your stones, or your other tokens to get the points. And the only time you can get some benefit is when the tokens got listed, and the tokens can be converted into tokens. And for us, there is little difference. For the other liquid providers, so they have the revenue shares because since they are provided liquidities in our protocols, we will give 30% of the total trading fees we generated from the protocols to the other liquid providers. So that is how we brought the real yield to the like BNBs, FUSD, and USDT holders. And we think the real yield is really important because to generate positive income is pretty important for projects to be survive during the in the like a bearish market. So and we will continue doing this, provide more asset to be supported into our hybrid vault, and to bring all the like and to bring like more real yield to all these like token holders.
Agree, KiloEx, as one of our most important DeFi infra here. So we do care about the real yield. We don't want it to be a zero-sum game. We don't want it we don't want it to be Ponzi. We don't want to reinvent. Yeah, agree with you. So how about Ethan, Ilya? Are there anything you want to add on? Tell our audience before I wrap up.
Sure. So I wanted to recommend everyone our latest smart wallet on Lens. It is the most natural experience for DeFi that is only possible with AI. Right now, it's on the promotion stage, and every user can get 100 interactions with the smart wallet for free on a daily basis after checking in. And of course, we will raise the cost of the smart wallet pretty soon after this initial stage. So I want to recommend everyone to try it out today.
Thank you. Ethan?
Yeah, everyone, if you cannot buy the physical mining equipment, you can try play Cellula on BNB chain. You will experience how to mining and get assets from Cellula. Thanks, and thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It's good to have you today. And this is the end of our AMA and live stream today. So if you have any further questions, feel free to search our project names on Twitter and leave them a comment. So I guess that's it. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Diana.
Diana.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Dana.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good one.